Episode 28, Week 28 usage. The setup is in the description below. I'm moving straight onto the mileage on the car for week 28. The car mileage is now 4,479 miles, which is 105 miles done for the week and 2,618 miles since the start of the 2020 logs. The generation is now 31,351 kilowatt hours altogether, which has given us 104 kilowatt hours for the week and 2,362 kilowatt hours since the start of the 2020 logs. We've had a little bit of activity from the energi Eddi. We've got 16 kilowatt hours since the start of the month and 182 kilowatt hours so far for the year. Moving on to the import, the smart meter is now reading 8,799 kilowatt hours, which is 77 kilowatt hours for the week and 6,208 kilowatt hours used since the start of 2020. Moving on to the Tesla data, it says we've used 166 kilowatt hours of home usage. We had 98.1 kilowatt hours of solar. We've had 59.6 kilowatt hours from the Powerwall. We've pulled 77.3 kilowatt hours from the grid and 3.9 kilowatt hours back into the grid. On Monday the 6th of July we had a 5.3 kilowatt hours pulled from the grid with 1.5 kilowatt hours going back into the grid. We had a Powerwall output of 10.3 kilowatt hours. We got 20.6 kilowatt hours from the solar and a home usage of 24.2 kilowatt hours. On Tuesday the 7th of July we pulled 0.1 kilowatt hours from the grid and 0.2 going back into the grid. We had a Powerwall contribution of 8 kilowatt hours. We only had 7.3 kilowatt hours from the solar, but because we had a good day yesterday that allowed us to have a minimal grid pull, and we had a home usage of only 13.5 kilowatt hours, which was the least home usage since all week. On Wednesday the 8th of July we pulled 16.4 kilowatt hours from the grid. That's mainly because we had a poor day yesterday with 0.1 going back. We got 11.2 kilowatt hours out of the Powerwall. We had a solar contribution of only 6.2 kilowatt hours and we had home usage of 22.2 kilowatt hours. On Wednesday the 8th of July we had a grid pull of 17.5 kilowatt hours. Again, that's because we had a poor solar day yesterday and 0.1 going back into the grid. We got 8.6 kilowatt hours out of the Powerwall. We got only 6 kilowatt hours from the solar, so that was the worst solar day of the week, and we had a home usage of 23.2 kilowatt hours. On Friday the 10th of July we had a grid pull of 23.6 kilowatt hours with 0.6 going back. We had a Powerwall contribution of 6.8 kilowatt hours. We got 17.3 kilowatt hours of solar generation and we had a home usage of 27.8 kilowatt hours. Moving on to the weekend, on Saturday the 11th of July we had a grid pull of 11.6 kilowatt hours with 0.6 going back. We got 5.1 kilowatt hours from the Powerwall. We got 21.1 kilowatt hours contribution from the solar, which was the most solar we had all week, but we had a home usage of 30.4 kilowatt hours. Finally, on Sunday the 12th of July we only pulled 2.7 kilowatt hours from the grid with 0.8 going back. We got 9.6 kilowatt hours from the Powerwall. We had a solar contribution of 19.8 kilowatt hours, but a home usage of 24.7 kilowatt hours. The gas usage for the previous week was 12.47 kilowatt hours, which was a complete cost of £1.63 for the week, including the VAT and daily charge, which has given us a gas total so far of since the start of 2020 of £38.36. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe. If you've got any comments, please add it to the comments section below.